So you want to hear some weird shit? Hi, Z Cooks. My foobar stutters. It like pauses for 10 seconds and then continues playing. But if I just play it off Media Player Classic, it's fine. Why? What's happening? Anyway, today, I'm not... Okay, so today, we're gonna ask Echo to make the kitchen lights 100. Cool. We're also... I turn this off, okay. I'll make soup. Excuse the fucking mess the kitchen's in, but that is some classic Z Cook shit. Are the things I need in here? No, that's just that one. There's also this one, which is vegetable, which is good. No, I really need to get rid of the little mini fridge because the big fridge has been working since I punched it. It's a long story, but it's not really that long. The guy came and said, yeah, what's the problem with your fridge is your fan that blows the cold air up because there's a freezer on the bottom, blows the cold air up. And it comes out the thing, the fan's broken. And I'm like, he's like, it's gonna take months to find the replacement. And literally he left, I pulled out this drawer. He described where the fan was. I pulled out that drawer and punched it, and then it worked. So. But right now it's still working, so 3 and 38. We're gonna make chicken soup. Problem is, I don't have chicken. I have egg salad, I'll have some egg salad. I got celery, need this. I got carrots, I'm gonna need this. Don't need the pasta, the giant pickles. Oh, that bitch. She burdened me. This is like having kids and then leaving them here and going out for cigarettes, but no, instead it's 2 giant pickles. D&W hot and zesty pickles from ShopRite. Fuck. That salad also looks nasty. I haven't eaten that. So, the things you need, you know, we're gonna make more of this. The things you need to make chicken soup apparently is not fucking chicken. And also I have these tomatoes and I'm like, can I put tomatoes in chicken soup? And I can't answer that question. Anything else I'm gonna need? I have pork chops. And then I was like, pork chop soup? And then I'm like, I just think about the song with the girl with the purple hair. It's like, pork chop soup, do. I don't know. So step 1, I would usually take 2 of these large ones. I have a less sodium one, and I would usually do a regular sodium one and a less sodium one, but instead, I'm gonna take a 40% less sodium. I turn this on high, by the way. I'm gonna take a 40% less sodium collagen, and this is broth. And I happen to have a 33% less sodium Swanson. So if we math our maths together, that is 73% less sodium. That's how math works. Trust me on this. You don't have to completely undo the can. Let's just do that. Want to make sure any solids that are in there also get out. See them floating around? That's the flavor. That's flavor country. So, trash this. Recycle this. Put this away. We're going to be using, basically this is my excuse to eat little tiny pastas, little 9 minutes pastas. And I got this one that I haven't opened yet. We're gonna open this one. It's gonna be so cute. This is Ansi de Pipi, the Pepe, Ansi de Pepe. In fact, Zios, if you're watching this, if you actually stood the time, and here's what they look like. They look like little baby pastas, and they're gonna take 9 minutes to cook, and they're gonna be fucking amazing. The thing you have to do, and actually I'm gonna add some water to this, even though it's low salt, I need a little bit more, because that's gonna absorb a bunch. The carrots are gonna absorb a bunch. I'm just gonna add approximately that much water. And since we've diluted the salt down to doing nothingness, now the better than bouillon can come out. And this is the best shit. And it's literally made of salt. It's 680 milligrams per teaspoon. So maybe, and I'm gonna add probably, I think at least 1 teaspoon. I could probably even stand to add 2 because it's so much soup. I don't know, is that 2? That looks like 2. That's a teaspoon? I don't know. I'm just gonna get that in there. It'll obviously dissolve better when it's warm, but fuck it, get it in there now. The biggest problem with putting the pasta in, like that sort of pasta, don't lick the spoon. You're gonna be so tempted to lick the spoon, don't lick the spoon. It's gonna be delicious, but don't lick the spoon. That pasta, I need to put like 1/3 of a cup of it. It's gonna have to be, in fact, we're gonna actually measure. We're gonna do a very rare thing here in Z Cooks. We're gonna fucking measure. Because if you ever like had a swimming pool that was like needed to not have water in it, one of these boxes would probably take care of it. Because you're gonna think like, I'll pour like half this box in there. Do not. I'm gonna add 1/3 of a cup of pasta to that. Any more and there will be no liquid remaining. Because these things blow up to like 4 times their size. And they take all the liquid with them. There we go. There's our 1/3 of a cup. By the way, my sister gave me these M-Cooks. M-Cooks, when you're making an M-Cook video, in the comments, if you'd like to see my sister, M-Cooks, cook again, please feel free. Peel for free. I'll put this back in the closet momentarily. So that doesn't have to go in now, but this isn't super making for later. This is super making for now. I'm hungry now. I want to eat this for breakfast. It's 11 o'clock. I'm fucking hungry. I want to eat breakfast. Carrots and celery are going to go in this, and they're also going to go in now. It's basically a now. When do you cook now? When will then be now? Soon. I really do want to figure out, can I put tomatoes in this soup? I feel like carrots and... Why? Just... Reclosable bag, but you gotta cut the top. This is dumb. Make it perforated. Every other bag on the earth is perforated. Come on. No one cool on the internet cuts bags open. Okay. Do that. Do this. I like a nice crunchy soup. So we'll take out. And I'm never gonna eat these, so let's do 4. Let's fucking overdo it. I'd rather overdo it with vegetables and be like, where the hell's the soup? I can't see it through all these delicious vegetables. I'm gonna eat some of that egg salad while I'm cooking. So it's just gonna happen. The carrots, we don't have to worry about too much. Carrots take fuck all forever. I'm going to eviscerate half of this bag in here. The carrots are probably the best part. So we'll do... I'm not making enough to do a whole bag of carrots, but certainly exactly a measured amount of half of that bag is now in there. So these things can go back in. I'm gonna need Romano cheese too. See, but I'm gonna make, I'm making the Romano cheese. Relax. Zeus has got this. He's definitely not starving. What do I have to eat egg salad with? Can I have that on potato chips? We gotta get to the thing. I'm sorry to do. Oh, there you go. This is perfect egg salad cracker. Actually, goldfish crackers, specifically the cheddar ones, or do you know that these are called the cheddar ones, but these are like the default, but they're not. There's an original goldfish that has no seasoning. It's just like an oyster cracker. And you could use those in soup if you're a sadist. But seriously, like, look them up. I bought them. I did not like them. I just poured them in soup. Here we go. Look at this. Now that's a snack your kids can get behind. Egg salad and goldfish. Carrots are in there. We need to chop up and rinse off the celery. Look at this giant cutting board. Just sitting here, being all clean. And I like to chop with the chop. I should get a real cleaver, like a mean, like the cleavers from movies when they walk into the back of like the Turkish restaurant and the guy's like, ah, and he slams it into the board, it stays there. I need one of those cleavers. Something threatening. Cleavers with threatening auras. That has to be a subreddit. Although I don't really give a shit about Reddit anymore. I miss Reddit being like a good place. Like whatever your fetish or kink or interest is, you can find it on Reddit. And they won't be dicks. As soon as they transition to hosting their own media and took it off Imager, that's when the Reddit tyranny began. And also, I don't remember what was on Space Dicks, but banning like places like Space Dicks is like, all right, who are you trying to do? Who are you trying to be? Just if you're gonna be everything on the internet, you gotta be literally everything on the internet. This is a very green celery. I want to point this out. Like comically green. Like they should name a Crayola color after it. This piece is too big. I'm throwing that away. Because I have so much fucking celery. These might be too big too. Like I probably fucked up and I should have split down the middle on some of these. But, you know, YOLO. This is America. Put that in there. There we go. Yeah, lots of celery. Lots of celery. And once this comes to a boil, I'm going to be pouring in our 1/3 of a cup of uncooked antipasti pissy. I think I'm going to go with tail scooping. Yeah, tail scooping works way better. This is the type of stuff that makes life worth living. Fucking egg salad. Anyway, this is my bullet blender. And in it, there's some cheese. Trust me on this. You can't make chicken soup or any sort of soup in my mind unless you've got cheese. It's just a fucking rule. Now the thing is, I buy the Costco cheese that I showed you the bag of. It's $18 a fucking bag or $20 for a bag of 2 pounds of cheese. So I bought this one also at Costco. It was much cheaper. It's Belligisio, it's Parmesan Romano, it's shredded though. I hate this cheese. It's not a flavor thing, it's a texture thing. This shredded cheese sucks. So what I did was I put it in the blender, I put it in the Magic Bullet, and I turned it from shredded into just, I guess it's not quite ground cheese. Like I'm just gonna put as much of it in here as I feel like. But it needs to just not be shredded, it needs to be smaller bits. And that is what a blender is for. And I won't put you through the pain of how long this actually takes because it is like a 4-minute process of press and bang and shake and bang, but I figure I'd show it to you because like, and you can't go full out because it's gonna melt the cheese because the motion will melt the cheese and that'll fuck it up. So you gotta like, we've got it like halfway where I want it to be. I'll do it probably for another 45, 50 seconds and we'll come back to it. We'll wait for that to boil. I could cover it while we wait, but I think it'll be aight. Celery will be, if I put the celery in way late, it'd be crunchier, but I don't have the mental capacity for that right now. So I'm just like, get this shit to a boil. Carrots have to be in there the longest. Pasta has to be in there for at least 9 minutes. And then you only add, you're supposed to only really add the cheese at the end after you've taken it off the heat, but that little bit shouldn't affect it poorly. So let me continue doing this and I'll be back when that's boiling. Oh, fast forward through that much egg salad. We're finally getting to a boil here. Like just reached it like seconds ago. Give this a bit of a stir. Actually, you need to taste the broth. It's not bad. Feels like it needs salt, but I digress. Low salt diets are a pain in the dick. We're going to slowly, you don't want this to clump, so put this in sort of slow. One just bounced off the spoon and into the stove. That's great. I'm already like having the problem where like, that should be more than that. I like more pasta than that. Don't do it. You know how many times I've fallen for that knowing full well how fucked this is? Also, I may end up adding a touch of milk to this to cream it up a little bit. I would do heavy cream. Do I have heavy cream? I don't believe I purchased heavy cream. We've got egg substitute that has fucking egg in it. Egg whites that are made of egg whites. Chobani oat milk. No. I was just in the Hamptons at a friend's house and he's got a fridge. It's like the normal fridge down here with the freezer on top. Holy fuck. Bless you. Counter depth fridge. I've gotten so used to being able to see everything and like touch it that I can't even fathom a regular like old fridge. I can't do it. All right, tomatoes aren't going into anything. We're back to a boil already because there wasn't a lot of mass to that. So I'm gonna lower this down just a little bit since this is propane, this stove, and it'll just gently massage the heat up there. You can't cover it to boil over. I'm gonna wait till Echo sets a 9-minute timer
9 minutes. Starting
for
now.
the pasta. It's not like I'm gonna eat it at the 9-minute mark. At that point though, I'll know the pasta's good and I'm gonna turn it off. And once this is off and actually cools down, I could do more to it. I'll add some, actually I'd add some spices now. Just a little bit of pepper maybe. And I don't want to add salt. There's already salt in all the other things I've added, but I may, because I feel like if you're making soup and it's not a little bit salty, it's not soup. But I shouldn't, but I won't. So, but I will, but no, I won't. So anyway, this is gonna be good. You're gonna stir it and be like, where's the pasta? I don't even see it. Trust me. Give it, because it's not just like I'm gonna eat it in 9 minutes, it's gonna be done. It's gonna sit in broth for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 2 days. That pasta is gonna blow up into little fucking marshmallows. And so when that timer goes off, I'll shut the heat off. I'll add some of the milk because I don't want it to be like, at a rolling boil and adding milk to it. And then I'll continually add, I'd rather add, if you're gonna add salt to something and you're like, well, I'm on a low salt diet, add cheese. Trust me on this, because this is salty cheese, but it isn't as salt dense as salt. And it actually adds a flavor. Once you get used to the flavor of like a Romano cheese, this is actually a cow's milk, which means it's not Romano, it's Parmesan. Romano has goat's milk, and the other one from Costco, the other one that I like, which is more money, is goat. This is kitty cat cow. So we're just gonna let this sort of like find that perfect level where it's just burling a little bit, and then we'll continue at it. And it always makes more soup than you planned on. That's how it works. Camera. So now we've been down to a simmering boil for 9 minutes. We're gonna actually start seeing some of the actually, no, I may have not used enough pasta. Oh, there it is. There she is. She's about twice the size already. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get it. To like test one. I just want to test one to see how we're doing. There we go. There's like a little, it's like fish eggs. Delicious. They're so hot. Oof. All right, here's what I'm doing. It's the spoon that had the, what's it called? But it's a cold metal spoon. It's just been sitting out on the counter. So now all the heat's getting sucked into the spoon. So it should be not done. Not even close to done. Either way, the temperature of the thing is pretty low. I'm gonna give this a splish. Splish. It's gonna cream that nicely up. It shouldn't curdle. As long as I get in there and stir the goddamn thing. Yeah, so this is probably gonna be something I'm gonna eat. I finished the egg salad, so I'm good. This is gonna need at least another 20 to 25 minutes of just sort of sitting here doing its thing. I'm gonna, now that it's not super hot, I'm gonna roll some cheese into it. Just roll some cheese, bruh, roll some cheese. If it was very hot, what would happen is the cheese would melt and clump. But we're at like a perfect temperature where it's just gonna sort of like cheesy up the murkiness of this. So yeah, I could feel also the carrots and celery are not cooked. So we're gonna take it up a little bit now. And if I cover it, it'll be better because it won't let out as much moisture. We wanna keep as much of that in there as possible. So it's a slotted one, and it shouldn't boil over like you would with pasta with all the starch. It should just simmer, boil, drip, and be good. So what time is it? 11:43 a.m. Echo, set a 25-minute timer.
25 minutes, starting now.
What if I made garlic soup? Because I love garlic and I love soup. Is there a cream of garlic? There's cream of everything else. I feel like cream of garlic would be very popular. Also, I might try to find chicken for this chicken soup, but I don't know where. 12:18. I just turned the burner off. It was at a very rapid boil, even though it was at the lowest. You can see we lost a little bit of fluid. That's right, delicious fluid. But yeah, oh, yeah, the carrots, like you can just tell, I don't know if it's an Italian thing or a Zios thing, but I've been stirring shit for so long, like I can tell when pasta's done based on how hard it bounces off my silicone spoon. Carrots are done, celery's done. Pasta is there, it's at the bottom, but it's there, chunking up. A little bit of that cheese kind of melted to the bottom, but that was to be expected, just a little bit of it. This is too hot to taste. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold. That's too much. And see, if I wasn't on camera, I'd wait a while so I didn't burn my mouth. But I'm on camera. It's like, quick, you gotta do it, Zios. That's fucking good. Because then you get the flavor of the celery, the flavor of the carrots. Like, those things are going into it. You're adding to the flavor with those. Doesn't need salt. I will definitely probably sprinkle a little bit of extra cheese when I get this into a bowl, but this is gonna take like, to get down from the heat where it's at, and it is fucking hot. Which, by the way, I get to use my ladle. Ladle. I get to use my ladle now, which I'm gonna need to get down there and get that delicious, yeah. Even without chicken, this is still chicken broth. We put chicken broth and chicken fucking, can't believe it's not butter slash better than bouillon in it. It's chicken soup. It's chicken soup without the chicken. It's not like I'm against chicken. If I had chicken, I would fucking add chicken, but I'd have to cook chicken from a frozen state to get it in this. I'm not doing it. So here we go. Oh yeah. Just, we get out of the pot, it'll cool off faster too. And leave that floating on top. I'm actually gonna let this cool off a little bit before I add more of our cheese blend, because it will melt, and I kind of want it to not melt. We can do this though, if you want to be that guy. Just a handful of them. I dropped another one on the floor. God damn it. How dirty is my floor? Jesus will cleanse me. So yeah, that's our soup. This, wait, which one is that? No, this one has something. That's egg salad from stirring yesterday. Okay, that's why you clean your kitchen. Because you get your fucking spoons messed up and all of a sudden you're using a spoon that's real dirty. No. That's it. Chicken soup. I'll try carrot. This is gonna burn. This needs another 10 minutes of just cooling the fuck off. Chill the fuck out. Literally. Okay. Celery. Let's give some celery a bite. Well, this piece of celery's got a bunch of cheese melted onto it. And I couldn't stop at getting that goldfish. Open the airplane. Whee! Now the pasta. Yeah, we'll just get a little bit of it. Drain it out. You could see where the cheese got to it and became like its own little entity. It's gonna be good. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. That's good fucking soup. So, thank you all for stopping by. I don't think you want to wait or hear me eat the entire thing, but I'm gonna.